With the iconic cast including Kevin Costner, Kelly Riley, and Luke Grimes, we can expect some craziness on the set of the American neo-Western drama television series Yellowstone. Join us in today's video as we share some amazing 15 behind-the-scenes secrets of Yellowstone that you probably didn't know about. Number 15. Taylor met Kevin Evan before Yellowstone. Many of you might not be aware that the role of Kevin Costner was already decided by the creator Taylor Sheridan. So it turns out Taylor had this perfect plot for the scene and instantly shared the pilot with Kevin. And to no surprise, Kevin was already into it. "I'd been a fan of Kevin's work my whole life," Taylor says. "Just a chance to sit down with someone you've admired was a great honor. I was really hungry to find something to do with him, and I had an idea for this show. I wrote the pilot and I sent it to him." Number 14. Yellowstone was decided to be a 10-episode limited series. With the show having some crazy fan base, it wouldn't end up any soon. However, the series was initially decided to be a 10-episode limited series, but as the crowd loved the series, Kevin agreed to do more seasons. Kevin revealed in an interview, the show got put up together, and it was no longer going to be only 10 episodes, and a lot of it had been put together because of me and agreeing that I would do it. Number 13. HBO refused to air Yellowstone. Now, this is one of the least known behind-the-scene facts about Yellowstone. Initially, Yellowstone was set to be on HBO, and Taylor wrote 2 scripts until he learned about this. Taylor recalled, "I sat with the senior vice president of HBO, who told me that they weren't going to go forward with it. When I asked why, he said, 'Nobody wants to see this.'" Number 12. At times, the set would be very dangerous. If you have binge-watched Yellowstone until now, you would know why Yellowstone sets are not safe to stay. Like, let's be honest guys, the sets have several animals, including horses, wolves, bears, and even bulls. According to The Insider, the set can be extremely dangerous, and extra safety measures are taken to protect the cast and crew. Kelly Riley reveals that in one scene, she had to run at a pack of wolves. The crew did tame the wolves and had some invisible strings attached to them to keep the wolves from attacking Kelly. However, they were still wolves and had some good potential to inflict harm. Number 11. Yellowstone's connection to the Weinstein Company. Okay, y'all might be aware of the Harvey Weinstein scandal that occurred a while ago. So, the pilot episode of Yellowstone was sponsored or produced by the Weinstein Company. However, before even the pilot episode was aired, Harvey Weinstein was charged with multiple accounts of sexual assault. The creator immediately removed the company's name without any further notice. They also made it clear that they do not associate with Weinstein in any way. Number 10. The controversial cowboy poker scene. Undoubtedly, the cowboy poker scene remains one of the scariest scenes of Yellowstone. And guys, it has all the reasons to be one because it involved real bulls, like an actual freaking bull. So the scene goes like 3 cast members are sitting at a table enjoying some whiskey when a bull strikes them. According to rumors, the cast thought the bull would be made out using VFX, but no guys, this wasn't something the creators planned. Just imagine the shock they would have gotten when they came to know that the scenes were shot with a real bull. Of course, stunt men and women were used for the scene, who saw the bull extremely angry crashing to the table. Number 9. A wild bear on the set of Yellowstone. What would you do to encounter a wild bear in your countryside home? Of course, you would run for your life. It comes out that the sets of the Yellowstone had a wholesome wild bear on the set for some scenes. Of course, a professional wild animal controlling team was on the set, but the cast had been scared to their death. And oh, forgot to mention here, just like the bull, the bear was an extremely grumpy one. Remember those scenes with Kevin Costner shooting the bear? They were just shot to perfection. Guess the cast took some good advantage of a wild bear wandering around the sets of Yellowstone. Number 8. Strict to follow by the cast. According to the executive producers and directors, Yellowstone's cast has been trained to do the unpredictable. Like, the sets have nothing you would often spot on usual television series sets. The cast has to perform many physical strenuous activities that can be expected from a typical real-life cowboy or cowgirl living in the wild corner of the state. This might sound tough, but the cast manages to pull it together. Some activities involve roping kettle, building kettle fences with barbed vines, and navigating the wilderness. Many of the crew had to sit on the horses for a long time so they would get used to them. Number 7. All of the ranch scenes are real. Oh, how can we forget those iconic ranch scenes and that breathtaking interior of Dutton's lodge? And guys, if you have thought that all of this wasn't real, let us pop your bubble of doubt. All of the ranch scenes are 100% real and are filmed at Chief Joseph Ranch in Darby, Montana. Moreover, the lodge is a beautiful combination of modern renovations and historical aspects from the past years. And yes, you can arrange a trip there and stay at the Chief Joseph Ranch. Number 6. Pack a trip for the cast. Before even the production began for Yellowstone, a mini pack trip was arranged for the actors so that they could learn how to be cowboys. Their trip lasted 4 nights, and they were taught how to ride a horse and live a life on the ranch. In short, they were taught everything a typical cowboy would do. They had their stay at some property of Jake's grandfather. Number 5. Kelly Riley, aka Beth, is one of the best riders of all. Until now, it might not surprise you that the whole cast was trained to ride horses and stay around them. You might rarely see Beth riding a horse, but indeed, she is one of the best riders amongst the cast. Number 4. Jimmy's rodeo scene. Remember Jimmy's rodeo scene in season 3? Yes, that was the same scene where Jefferson White, aka Jimmy, is riding a horse. It turns out the scene wasn't completely shot with Jefferson in it, but it also involved Jefferson's stunt double. The scene combines Jefferson riding a mechanical horse for the close-up shot, while the stunt double is riding a real horse. Later, stunt coordinator Jason Rodriguez revealed that the setup is mainly to make the shot look like it occurred in real life. Number 3. Beth and Monica are the toughest among the cast. Without any doubt, Yellowstone has one fierce cast that has performed every other dangerous activity for the sake of the series. However, when asked who is the toughest amongst the cast, there were simply 2 names, Monica and Beth Dutton. According to creator Taylor Sheridan, you know the toughest person on the show is Beth. There is no question of that. I see Monica and Beth as the 2 strongest characters in the series and the most self-aware and resilient if you look at what both have faced and overcome. Number 2. Did you spot Taylor Sheridan in Yellowstone? Not many of us might have noticed Taylor Sheridan, the creator, playing a role in John Dutton's acquaintance in Yellowstone. If you look closely, you will see him riding a horse named Travis Wheatley during some of the scenes of Yellowstone. A least known fact about Taylor is that he has participated in Western horse riding competitions and has owned horses in real life for a long time. He was raised in Texas on a ranch, so you can guess from where he has those perfect horse riding skills. Plus, many of the horses on Yellowstone belong to Taylor. Amazing, isn't it? Number 1. The cast had no idea of which role will make it to season 4. If you remember the final episode of season 3, you would know how the whole Dutton family was coming to an end. Like season 3 finale was a major cliffhanger because we literally didn't know which of the Dutton would come back to life. But hey, come on, the actors would know that, of course, right? No, the actors seriously didn't know who would be returning for season 4. Even the cast was as curious as we were. Kelly remembered going to Taylor's office. When I got the script for the explosion, of course, I asked Taylor the question, is she going to make it? Are you trying to tell me something? Taylor just wanted everyone to think that they all died. He wanted that cliffhanger moment. So here we come towards the end of today's video. So which one of the behind the scenes secret was most shocking for you? Please share your thoughts with us in the comment section down below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up to this video. In the next one, we will see you. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye.